keep in mind, this is not a showroom. This is not a, room that only gets used every so often. This is where I am 90% of the time when I'm not working. So it's a live-in room, so it's not perfect. So keep that in mind. Alright, starting off, this is pretty much the final form of how I want my room to be, with the exception of a few posters that don't have frames yet, because posters are fucking expensive. I guess I should start off with the furniture. This is my 3-person comfy leather couch, the love seat, 2 people, and then of course what I usually sit in when we have Game of Thrones night, which is the super comfy chair with the ottoman. And you're probably wondering why I don't sit in the middle. Well, I like my guests to have the best seat in the house every now and then. Right away on the left-hand side, I've shown you this before. It's my Terminator lobby banner, which is probably my favorite Terminator thing I now own, because, this was used in the actual theater. I think it was in California or New York, one of the two, from what the guy told me. He wasn't quite sure, but it was definitely one of the 2 cities. But this, lobby banner was in theater when T2 was originally released back in '91. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, I got my table here, which I hate because it's raised. I hate this. I want a new table, but whatever, it was free. So right away, we'll start off with the goods here. This is my home theater system. It consists of a Panasonic VT60. It's a 60-inch plasma. It was their top of the line before they stopped making plasmas. And you could argue that the ZT was higher end. It was only a little bit thinner and it was better in daylight. So all the internal components were the same, so fuck off. Best TV they ever made. And in my opinion, with the exception of the Samsung equivalent plasma that was made and released at the same time, I literally have the best TV ever made till right now. You could argue LED, OLED, trust me, I work in the field. They're not up to snuff when it comes to top of the line plasmas. Anyway, the audio system, my pride and joy. This consists of a Denon 4000 series receiver. It consists of a Xbox One. It also consists of a Panamax 5300 line conditioner, surge protector, power center, as well as a Sling box, a Comcast high def box, which is 1080p, and a Blu-ray player from Panasonic. 2 Acoustech 12-inch 1000-watt subs. I forget the model off the top of my head. A Klipsch center channel. It is a 62II center channel. Cherry, of course, just like the matching towers, which are Klipsch 82II towers. And for the rears, it's 52 series matching rear speakers. Speaking of which, my back wall here, of course, which you saw in the pictures, this is my back wall. I do like how it turned out. Of course, I have my Terminator 2 Laserdisc frame set up top, the cover, and then one of the discs. I think it looks pretty cool. And of course, the RoboCop poster, the Grindhouse double feature poster, and Tremors. All 3 movies are near and dear to my heart. Well, 4 technically. Love those films. I have my audio sign up there, signs. I'm missing one. I need to get a Sony SDD or maybe a Dolby Atmos, I don't know. But I think those are pretty cool. And of course, Aliens, which isn't framed yet, and Death Machine, which, focus, is framed. I think what I'm going to do is when I get my really nice poster box for Terminator 2 over there, is give Aliens the frame. 40-inch poster frames are very expensive, folks. Now, you're probably wondering what the hell this is. This is a 27-inch Sony Trinitron Tube TV. One of their better models that they made. I found it for $5 at a Salvation Army. I have a PlayStation 2, a Super Nintendo clone, and of course a regular Nintendo, but the other Nintendo is kind of hidden away right now. I'm going to be using it at game night at work next week. And of course we have my autographed Atari 2600, that does work, by the way. I'm not using it though, it's kind of a collector's item, which is autographed by the nerd himself, James Rolfe, Mike Matei, and of course Pat the NES Punk. I also had them autographed Pac-Man and both the cartridge cover and the game for Back to the Future. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that constitutes the home theater section. I got little knickknacks inside that little holder. That's my disc of games and movies. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Little LPs back there. So if we go over here, this is my computer station. It's my built PC, which the specs will be listed below, and there's going to be a picture of a screenshot. I don't remember the specs off the top of my head right now. But I can tell you that's a 27-inch AOC. If you can pick it up, it's a great monitor. Klipsch 2.0 sound system, sorry, 2.1. You can buy them at Best Buy right now for $130. Best computer speakers you can buy. That is a second monitor. That's a very, very old school 2004 E-Machine, a 19-inch, I believe, monitor. I use it when I'm editing or just doing two things at once, like watching Netflix on there and editing a video down here or whatever. Tired. We got Master Chief quarter scale figure, which I kind of didn't have any other room for him anywhere else, so I just noticed he kind of fell backwards. That sucks. Hold on, let me fix him. There. Now he's standing up. And of course, moving over here, this is my, well, laundry, but this is my sci-fi section. Obviously, you see the Galactica, Pegasus, Enterprise E, and the Excelsior, as well as some books that I have, and of course my framed, you know, Geeks Starship Smackdown poster. I do have other posters I want to put up here from Battlestar Galactica. You've probably seen them before, but I just don't have any frames for them yet. And that's my YouTube cape that I got at PAX East. Kind of cool to hang up right there. So this corner is almost done. I just have to put a few posters up here. And you're probably sensing a theme at this point. Every section of my room has its little knickknacks, little corner of different subjects. This is my Jaws corner, which you Jaws fans of mine should enjoy. These are my Paul McPhee framed artworks, which is really nice of him. I bought these two at Jaws Fest back in the day, a couple years ago. Not this big, but that size, and then that was a little bit smaller. And I lost them in the fire, so I finally figured out who the artist was, which was a very hard thing to do. Emailed him, you know, when you bought them, you emailed him, and I said, hey, thanks for your work, I love it, this is the story, blah, blah, blah. He sent me that one for free, so thank you again, Paul McPhee. Some other frame stuff here. And of course, my Movie Maniacs, sorry, not Movie, yeah, Movie Maniacs Orca. We got the Lego diagram Orca. We got my sweatshirt, which I've kind of retired. I really don't want to ruin this sweatshirt, and I can't find it again. I've already emailed the place I bought it. It's not in print anymore, so I've retired it. The only time I'll wear it is if I go to Jaws Fest or when I go see Jaws on June 21st in theaters. And, you know, some more artwork here. I will be having, actually it's on its way right now. It's a 24 by 36 Jaws movie poster, but it's the wide version, which has all the cast and stuff on the right and then the poster on the left. That's going to go there. So this is going to have to go here somewhere. I'm going to figure that out. But that's pretty much it. My 4 hats and, of course, my bed. And, of course, all of you are wondering what my new Terminator collection consists of. This is it. It consists of an original 40-inch double-sided movie poster, which means if you light it up with a movie lighting poster box, it'll look like a movie theater, which I do intend to do. I have my 2 figures here, which are $500 a piece. They're quarter scale. The Terminator is T800 model. Well, it's the model from the first Terminator from Sideshow Collectibles, and of course from Enter Bay I have Uncle Bob Battle Damaged, which their eyes all light up. And he came with some cool stuff. And of course I have my bullets from when I go shooting, or went shooting I should say, the Stan Winston Effect. This is a really good book. I highly advise any Stan Winston or James Cameron fan to pick that book up. Really cool stuff in there. And of course Terminator 2 soundtrack on LP that was recently released. And Terminator Vault, which is really cool. I'm going to go over those books at some point. But yeah, really, really cool figures. And then this, of course, is what remains of my former Terminator collection, which is really, really freaky because he still works, and still, like back in the day, the blue button, the blue light is still fucked up. But that's really creepy that that still works. Original batteries and everything. So anyway, let's shut him off. So yeah, that's my Terminator collection. That's my 45 airsoft pistol with realistic slide action. Oh, down here is a pile B1 turntable. It'll play LPs and 45s, weighted arm and skew action, so it's actually a proper turntable. Really good turntable for a good price if you're in the market to pick one up. Just please lower the dust shield when you're not using it. I can't stand people that I go over their house and this is always up. There's a reason why that's there. It's to keep dust from getting on your records and on your needle. Oh, we also got my iPad. Huh. Well, you know my password. Come to my house and steal it, then you can use it. iPad Mini 2 with Retina display. 64 gig, I think. I honestly forget. And that's pretty much it for my room. Got my patio and grill out there. But yeah, this is where I live. You know, that's where I edit my videos, my home theater system. And it looks a little bit smaller. I don't have a wide angle lens on this iPhone, but it's bigger in real life than it's looking in the lens right now. I mean, if I'm gonna walk across the room, I'll take basic steps, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So figure 15 steps from one end of the room to the other. That's not bad. And again, the camera angle, or lens I should say, really makes this room a lot smaller than it is. Oh, almost forgot to show you the most important room in the house. No. I do have a bathroom. It's a half bath. Pretty interesting. It's just a bathroom, right? Yes, I put my Back to the Future poster here. Again, I'm out of wall space, unfortunately. So, hey. We got When You're on the John, you can read some movie quotes. And of course I got a, you know, Best Picture, a little clapper. Back to the Future, and then my Apollo poster and my Shawshank poster, which also needs a frame. I don't like them being in here, but I literally have nowhere else to put them, and they don't really fit out there with the other posters and sections. Of course, I put this in here, and you know, shower, shut the door, keep calm, and spin up the FTL, fracking toasters. This I want to put back out on the sci-fi wall, but I gotta get a frame for it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I know you guys have been asking for a full room tour, and this is it. I know I've shown you little bits and pieces, but this is my room. This is where I live. You know, this is where I've set up shop, if you will, at least until I move out or until we sell the house, which hopefully won't be for at least a couple of years. The way the room is laid out is pretty much how I want it. I had to debate a long time whether or not I wanted the TV on that wall or that wall, but I think this makes sense. When it comes to space in the room, because if I did it the other way, the couch would be kind of in the middle of the room, and that really wouldn't work out too well. So, yeah, it's usually this clean. The only thing that messes up is laundry, but I'm trying to keep ahead of that. But of course, I'm a 27-year-old bachelor, so whatever. Like I said, each corner has its own little knickknacks or its own little section. You know, Terminator, Jaws, science fiction. You know, I like doing that. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask me. I will be putting the specs of my computer in the comments below, or in the info section below. Also, screenshots at the end of this video for everything that I bought electronic-wise. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this tour. Any questions, please post them as I said before. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me all these months. And I look forward to my next video I make for you guys. Have a good night. See ya.